Hello friends and neighbors, it's your old buddy Hank Pickering at Backwoods Custom Works in Wolf City, Texas. Today's episode we're going to give you some updates on the Morris Minor and kind of walk you through step by step on how we build up the floor pans from blank sheet metal all the way up to a finished product. So y'all stay tuned and watch. If you have any comments, please leave them below and be sure to click subscribe and follow. Okay, we've got the transmission tunnel secured. Used a couple of Clecos, both the drill in tight and the clamp tight. May not be able to see it, but with laser going, keep it lined up. And now we'll begin getting a pattern back where the rear floor pan goes, and from that we'll make the metal floor pan. As you can see right here, I'm starting to work with cardboard first. It's always a lot easier to go ahead and form your templates out of cardboard. You can always cut more scrap and tape it to it to add, or trim a little bit off with some scissors, make some notes and kind of mark on it. It's just a lot easier than trying to constantly having to weld and cut your metal and then run a big scrap of metal. So if you start out with cardboard, it just saves a lot of time once you start working with the metal. Okay, here's two patterns, both for passenger side and driver's side. I kind of went ahead and laid out a little bit of kind of what I had in mind on a bead roll on the driver's side, one on the right. That may change. I might kind of change that up a little bit. But from here, we'll transcribe it onto some metal. Over here, where we're a little short, we'll add that much to the metal, and then if we have to, whittle it down as we go. I always like to prep the metal a little bit before I go transferring the patterns to it. When you hit it with some lacquer thinner and take the oil off, your lines tend to stay a little sharper, and it saves on the life of your Sharpies a little bit. And you go through and DA it, and it takes the remainder of the oils off, and it just makes for sharper lines, which the sharper the layout, the better the finished product will be. Alright, surface has been prepped, wiped it down with the lacquer thinner, hit it with the DA with some 60 grit. Now we'll start laying out the patterns on here and kind of looking at it and going from there. Alright, so we got the first pattern laid out. I'm not going to show you on the next one, but just give you a little bit more information. I like to use different color Sharpies for different actions. A lot of times on the brakes, I'll use red. Bead rolls, I'll use black. And then just the general layout lines, I don't care if they stay for right now or not, but you don't really want to be seen. I'll use green, it comes out pretty light. I'll use blue for any cuts I make. And a lot of times I will leave notes, because when you get to going and blowing and you're in the heat of the moment, you may break it the wrong way or bead roll it the wrong way. So I'll be back on here in a little bit and I'll kind of show you where we go from there. Okay, there's the passenger side on the right, driver's side on the left. Got them laid out. I'm about to cut them out. As soon as we get them cut out, we'll bead roll them, break them, and then start test fitting. I left it a little bit bigger than the pattern, so we may have to whittle down on it as we fit it to the car. But it's always easier to come back and take a little more off than it is to add more. Alright, so I got the pieces cut out. Get the driver's side on the right, passenger side on the left. Let's get them bead rolled, then we'll break them up, then we'll test fit. Well, and there's the finished panel. I gotta do a little more massaging on it, get it fit up, hit up some weld points, and we'll go from there. Tomorrow sometime I'll finish the driver's side one, make sure everything lines up, and then start tacking some stuff in. Then I'll move on to the front floorboard. Well, alright folks, that's it for this episode. Y'all be sure to click subscribe and follow, and you can see other projects as they come down the road and see us finishing up this Morris Minor. Be sure to leave any comments down below on anything else you'd like to see in particular, and y'all stay tuned. We're going to be doing some tool reviews next. And as always, y'all be good to each other, and we'll see you on down the road.